to make it quick. Like Wallace has said, I'm here to represent the Commissioner General who has sent his apology. He was not able to join you this afternoon. It's a great pleasure for me to address this gathering of governors that represent 47 counties in our country, considering the critical role that you play in the now devolved government. Our contribution to today's topic of leadership, enterprise dialogue, and investment policies within counties will revolve around the relations that KRA will provide and the role in building capacity for revenue mobilization within counties. And this would facilitate and create an environment that would support county government investment policies and opportunities. Ladies and gentlemen, the higher purpose of the Constitution is underpinned by the Vision 2030, which, among other things, seeks to improve prosperity of all regions of this country for all Kenyans. The same vision defines the long-term growth path for Kenya with a focus on transforming the country into a modern, globally competitive, middle-income country, offering a high quality of life for all citizens in a clean and secure environment. Towards this end, revenue mobilization is crucial to the overall achievement of this vision, with KRA being expected to maintain high levels of revenue growth because counties need revenue to be able to meet their agenda, their individual agenda. How does devolution impact KRA's work? If you asked me, the best thing that happened to this country was devolution. If you look around, there's a lot of development that is now being seen in counties where there was very little activity. A lot of us are now going back to our counties to make sure that we contribute to the development. Now, through devolution, the government has created new value by taking resources and services to the grassroots, thereby transforming the lives of Kenyans at different levels. KRA's role in creating this new value requires that we collect all the revenue that is due to the government to support the new structures which define devolution. County governments are therefore very critical to KRA's operations because it is through them that we can now mobilize revenue at grassroots level due to substantial funds having been devolved and now are being spent at county level. I'm sure you are all contributing towards this by having business people setting up base in counties, and that is where we come in. Devolution has in effect completely changed the scene from just a few people getting government contracts in big cities to a diversity of suppliers and contractors sharing in the funds through goods and service provision at local levels. This has therefore meant that KRA also has to change its own operations and align itself to counties. And to this end, we now have presence in 34 counties out of the 47. This is about 72% coverage, and we are still expanding. Recently, we opened new offices in Isiolo, Kajiado, Murang'a, Maralal, Lodwar, Narok, and Kitale, and the list continues. Our aim is to have offices in all the 47 counties in the near future, and a few have already been identified for presence in the few coming months. Our presence at local level is to facilitate service delivery and payment of taxes. Part of the service delivery includes issuance of PINs. All your constituents, plus those who are doing business, require PIN to operate. They require tax compliance, certificates to deal with you. So our presence is to facilitate that kind of service and also to show them the right thing to do. Ladies and gentlemen, apart from being the principal agency of the government for collection and accounting for government revenue, KRA also has the mandate of guarding against entry and exit of prohibited goods, as well as trade facilitation and promotion of investment through effective administration of tax laws relating to trade and investment. And therefore, there is an impact on investment policies and enterprise dialogue because of what we do. Ladies and gentlemen, I now wish to highlight some of the challenges that we have faced as we review compliance levels of county governments in accounting for their own taxes. We have noted low levels of compliance, especially regarding the administration of the payroll taxes, and in particular, taxation of some of the taxable allowances, like sitting allowances. Similar weaknesses have been identified across board, and what we are doing is we are using this identified gap to sensitize your finance officers to help them do the right thing and to avoid any penalties. We shall continue to engage with you and your teams with a view to supporting you attain high compliance levels. Besides this, we have also reviewed a small proportion of available data from the government system, and that is IFMIS, on payments that counties have made towards goods and services. Unfortunately, this data shows that almost 50% of the suppliers and contractors that you are dealing with are not registered with KRA. Some of them are not filing, and others are under declaring. This clearly calls for us to collaborate closely to secure government revenue by ensuring that you only deal with tax compliant suppliers and contractors. We can discuss further on how to support your suppliers and contractors so that they don't affect your development agenda. Through collaboration with county governments, we can also leverage on each other's strengths. We know that counties have better grassroots presence, which we can use for purposes of joint recruitment, for purposes of single business permits and turnover tax. These are the small taxpayers that we have who are within your counties but might not be known to us. We can also use the same grassroots presence for customer support and joint taxpayer education. On the other hand, KRA has strength in building systems. For instance, we built the iTax system, the iTax platform, through which our common clients can easily pay their permits to you. They can pay their fees, licenses, they can even pay their land rates if we agree. And of course, they would pay their taxes without too much effort. I believe county governments have the key for unlocking the potential revenue within critical areas. And to this end, we seek to collaborate with you by asking that we share relevant information regarding these sectors, the key players that are within your counties. If this is agreeable to you, we can jointly work on a framework and modalities around this collaboration for effective and efficient collection of both national and county revenues. Other areas where we can collaborate include twinning the issuance of single business permit with the payment of turnover tax. And this is for purposes of achieving convenience and ease of doing business, so that somebody just pays at one point, they'll have met their tax obligation and they'll also have gotten their single business permit. We are ready to discuss details with you on this. In the area of capacity building, how can KRA help? We are restructuring our Kenya School of Revenue Administration, which we call KESRA, to have an added mandate of offering courses in taxation and public finance, among other market-driven courses. County governments may wish to take advantage of this to build capacity of their technical staff through this institute once we implement these market-driven courses. Ladies and gentlemen, Kenyans have great expectations from us, hence there will be increased pressure for service delivery by both central and county governments, a situation that calls for support for each other's complementary role in the drive to make Kenya a better place to live in. Of critical importance is for us to change our way of doing business as we strive to serve Kenyans. KRA is conscious of the dynamics of the world's changing environment, and to this end, we have instituted several administrative measures to adapt to these changes. Among them, a culture change program that commenced in 2002. Why should we focus on culture change? This is because we want to leverage the entire organization in creating an agile culture that will help us deliver on our mandate as we give more efficient service, which our clients are demanding. And this service delivery would be to you as well as other taxpayers. Our guiding principle in this journey is trust and facilitation. And to this end, we are making requisite adjustments to reach out to all our stakeholders, county governments being the key ones, to enable us enhance revenue mobilization for the benefit of all Kenyans. Trust and facilitation initiative entails building trust in taxpayers through facilitative engagement and taking a higher responsibility for compliance, such as making it easy for you to comply. We know if we make it easy for people to comply, they will be more compliant, and we give them support. On relationship management, which is a concept that we want to implement with you, in line with our desire to facilitate our stakeholders and taxpayers, we have purposely established offices to address relationship issues, given that experience shows that state agencies and government and departments are some of our largest taxpayers. In fact, in most of our stations, the county government is our largest taxpayer, and we are very proud to be associated with them. Therefore, we are committed to ensuring that county governments are aware of their tax obligations through continuous engagement, and this we want to do through relationship managers. To this end, we are going to appoint relationship managers to serve each county so that you can engage with us more easily. You'll have somebody that you know more closely to handle your tax matters. On iTax support, I'm sure you've seen our bus. I encourage you to visit our bus. If you are not on iTax already, we can register you between today and tomorrow so that you are on that platform. You'll enjoy the experience that you'll get in using that platform. So in an effort to increase efficiency and ensure better compliance, we have continued to scale up our reform initiative, and the key one being iTax, which is a platform that provides convenience. You can e-file from the comfort of your home or office. You can e-pay. You don't need to come and queue anymore. We've partnered with about 30 commercial banks, and you can therefore use any of your bank branches to pay your taxes without leaving the comfort of your home. We've also, towards supporting this initiative, established several iTax support centers around the country. You might have seen some in your counties. We have one in Nairobi. We are soon going to open one in Isili. We have one in Thika, in Kisumu, in Eldoret, Mombasa, and they are very shortly opening one in Eldoret, and a few others that we are going to have presence in. At the same time, we are partnering with Huduma Center. We are now going to have a tax corner within every Huduma Center, so that if any of your constituents plus yourselves need any service from KRA, you can just move into any of those. All this is in an effort to support those who do business and invest in your counties, so that they don't go too far. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, may I take this opportunity to congratulate the organizers of this forum, in which important economic issues and investment policies in counties are being discussed. In cognizance of this, I wish to assure county governments that the doors of KRA shall remain open for whatever recommendations that you have, whatever support that you require and clarifications that you need, that we shall be able to look at them and deal with them. And together, with each other's support, we can make our country prosper as your counties prosper at grassroots level. Thank you for your attention, and I do wish you a fruitful deliberations during the 2 days time. Thank you very much for listening.